Hello students, this class is for class 10 and we are discussing about nitric acid. So in today's class we have to discuss about the manufacture of nitric acid, that is the industrial preparation. In the laboratory preparation we get it from nitrate, that is potassium nitrate or sodium nitrate, reacting with concentrated H2SO4. But in the factory preparation or industrial preparation, how we can use it or we can prepare it in huge amount. So the manufacture of nitric acid. So you know that reaction in lightning discharge. In lightning discharge, what happens? Nitrogen and oxygen react, produce nitric oxide NO, and it reacts with oxygen producing nitrogen dioxide, and in the final step it reacts with water to produce the nitric acid. So similar kind of reaction happens here, and this method is known as Ostwald method. Ostwald method or Ostwald process. So in the lightning discharge, in the first step, nitrogen and oxygen were reacting in presence of lighting, producing nitric oxide. So here in place of nitrogen we are taking ammonia. Okay, ammonia and oxygen are reacting, producing NO, nitric oxide or nitrogen monoxide, giving water and heat. So you know that plus it means this is exothermic reaction. This is exothermic reaction, so we have to balance it. 4NH3 plus 5O2, it is 4NO plus 6H2O. Okay, so 4NH3 plus 5O2, 4NO plus 6H2O, and here one catalyst is used that is known as platinum rhodium. Okay, platinum rhodium catalyst is used, 90% platinum and 10% rhodium. Okay, this catalyst is used here in this is the first step, and the remaining steps are same, just like the lightning discharge reaction. So this nitrogen monoxide or nitric oxide is put into a oxidation chamber. When it is put into an oxidation chamber, it is converted into nitrogen dioxide like this, and in the third step this nitrogen dioxide is converted into nitric acid by reacting with water and oxygen. Okay, so this type of reaction. So you see the similarity between the lightning discharge reaction and this Ostwald method. Only the change is this first step, that is in place of nitrogen we are taking the in case of factory we are taking ammonia in place of platinum rhodium catalyst. Okay, in place of lightning we are using this kind of reaction. So what is the laboratory setup for the preparation of this nitric acid? So in the laboratory preparation, at first a converter is taken this is the converter, and we are giving ammonia here, ammonia gas. We are putting ammonia gas here, and here is the catalyst, that is platinum. Here consists of 90% platinum and 10% rhodium catalyst. Alone platinum can also be used, but you know that platinum undergoes rusting. Okay, if alone platinum is used, it undergoes rusting and it loses its property. Okay, it catalyst property loses. That's why we use a combination of platinum and rhodium. So when a combination is used, rusting gets reduced. So that's why this process. So Sodium, ammonia, we are giving plus air they are containing. So air means air contains oxygen and we are giving ammonia gas. So what will be the reaction? Nitric oxide is produced here. So nitric oxide. Nitric oxide plus oxygen is producing here like this. So it is going into a cooler. At first it is going into a cooler. You know this is exothermic reaction. First step, ammonia plus oxygen reaction is exothermic reaction, and as it is exothermic we have to cool it. Before putting this mixture into an oxidation chamber, we have to cool it because cooling prefers the oxidation. When it is cooled, oxidation will be very good. So we have to cool it first. So it is undergoing the cooler, and in the next step we are putting it into an oxidation chamber. Okay, we are putting it into an oxidation chamber. This is the oxidation chamber. In this oxidation chamber, this mixture is oxidized to nitrogen dioxide. This mixture is oxidized to nitrogen dioxide, and here contains an inlet, and this inlet, through this inlet oxygen is passing. This is the inlet, and through this inlet oxygen is passing, and this mixture is oxidized to nitrogen dioxide, nitric oxide to nitrogen dioxide. Now this produced mixture is put into an absorption tower. This one is absorption tower. Absorption tower. Okay. This one is absorption tower, and it contains quartz, which is resistant to acid. This contains quartz. Okay. It contains quartz. So why quartz is used in the absorption tower? Because it is acid resistant. Quartz is acid resistant, that's why it is used in the absorption tower. So the produced nitrogen dioxide is put into absorption tower, and we are giving water from the top portion. From the top of the absorption tower, we are giving water like this. Like water is given by spraying it. Okay, we are spraying water from the top portion of the absorption tower. So in the absorption tower we are using quartz because it is acid resistant, and we are giving water from the top portion and spraying the water actually from the top. So when we are spraying water, obviously nitrogen dioxide dissolves in water and it is converted into what? Nitric acid. Okay, so here we are getting the nitric acid, HNO3. We are getting it, and this HNO3 percentage is 60% HNO3. We are getting it. So this is the whole manufacture of nitric acid. That is the three-step reaction, and the idea of lighting discharge, that is the lighting discharge reaction, is somewhat modified by taking ammonia in place of nitrogen and by taking 90% platinum and 10% rhodium catalyst, and this is the whole process. So there is one thing, that is the first step is exothermic. This process, ammonia and air oxygen reaction, this is exothermic. So this temperature needs very high reaction. This first step needs 800 degrees Celsius temperature. So we have to heat this mixture at this high temperature, but we have to heat it just at the initial, just at the start of the reaction. Once the reaction is started, we don't have to heat it anymore. Why? Because it is already exothermic. It is producing huge amount of heat. after the reaction has started, it is producing huge amount of it. So we don't have to heat the mixture after the reaction has started. So this kind of reaction needs high temperature like 800 degrees Celsius, but we don't have to heat after the reaction has started as it is already exothermic reaction. Okay, so that is the point, and it is very important point, that is we don't have to heat the mixture after the reaction is started. Heating is needed only at the initial or starting of the reaction. So in the next class we will discuss some points regarding this process and some physical and chemical properties of nitric acid.